Well, beautiful people, best damn nation. It is the new year. I hope you are doing well. You and your family had a great holiday season. It is the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. I am your humble host, Brian Renegade. And with me, I have the best damn crew. First of all, this hooded man is known as the Green-Eyed Bandit. He'll slap your uncle if he sees something slick. He is a motivator. He is an innovator. He's a fighter. Sometimes he's a biter. The one and only Roosevelt was happening.
What's going on? I almost started talking and realized my mic was on mute. Look, we're doing better in 2025, bro.
Got to do better in 2025.
Got to do better. We keeping our eyes open. We making things happen, man. It is the first, ladies and gentlemen. It is the first of the year. It is the first of the month, and it is the first episode of the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. This is the best damn wrestling podcast that you could ever listen to. No shade to any of the other ones.
Plenty shade.
You want to be right here. You want to be right here. You want to listen to us.
You want to be right here.
We talk about good things. We motivate you. We inspire you. We help you to get your aspirations. Okay, your inspirations. All right, your motivations.
Preach.
Okay? Your libations. All right.
Okay.
Your haterations and your dancery. Okay. What's going on, Brian, man? What's up, man? Happy
man, blessed and highly favored. It's a brand new year. I ain't do nothing for New Year's. I just went to sleep about 10 o'clock and woke up and hey, it's a new year. So
those old ass dudes, huh?
Yeah, man, I still got a baby. So I sleep when I can. I sleep when I can. Yeah, man. So and we just got this new bed, firm mattress, soft sheets, that's where I want to be. I don't want to be up at nobody club on New Year's. I want to be in my soft bed. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that. I didn't go to no club either. We sat here in the house, ate some pizza, played cards, listened to the fireworks right across the street, and then
hey man,
it was a wait.
Boy, sound like the Middle East over this bitch. Boy, they would lighten them up. My dog was barking the whole night. I'm like, hey, I don't know how to get you to chill because all these fireworks going off. But
waking up the baby and shit.
Yeah, straight up, man. Well, look, man. What you got going on this year? You got some New Year's resolutions?
Nah, man. I don't do resolutions. My thing is New Year resolutions is temporary. People don't really follow through with what they're trying to do, and they always say the new year. Well, what about the rest of your life? You know what I mean? So my thing is I'm a life resoluter. I'm not a year resoluter. So I'm always focused on what I can do to better my life for a duration of time. My family's life, people around me. I don't do the new year, new me, all that jazz, all that. Nah.
You went deep with it. You ain't had to go that deep. Just I want to make a life resolution. Not just a New Year's resolution, a life resolution.
Just a simple plain no. Okay, rewind. We got no resolution.
Nah. If you got a New Year's resolution, put it in the comment box. Whatever your New Year's resolution may be. If you want to look good, and live your best life, go train with Roosevelt. Got some personal training for you. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. New year, new you. Maybe you want to get better. You want to be healthier. Maybe you want to learn how to fight. Maybe you want to learn how to slap people's daddies and dump their asses in the dumpster. Maybe that's what you want to do.
Maybe that's what you want.
I can show you how to do that. Maybe you are somebody's daddy who got slapped around, and you want to stop that. I can help.
A lot of punk ass daddies out there.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
slapped ass daddies.
Yeah, don't be a punk in your life. Go ahead and get you some personal training, some boxing, some flat boxing lessons from Roosevelt. You know what I'm saying? That boy
Exactly.
was a
Ain't nothing
golden
wrong. Look,
glove.
ain't nothing wrong with learning how to fight. Okay. Look, what Pop said is this is all you need. Okay. You
You
live
win some,
another day.
yeah. You win some, you lose some.
Exactly.
Well, you ready for a fight? Now I know we talked offline, man, but you said you were ready for like a real fight, man. You trying to step back in that ring,
I'm
huh?
trying to step back in the boxing ring and in an MMA cage, man. I'm enjoying myself with wrestling, and for the past 15 years, I've been doing a lot of different things. I'm getting a lot of big opportunities, but I've been getting that bug, bro. When I went to Canada and I had that shoot fight with Mustafa Jordan, and speaking of, I want to try to get him on the show and talk to him about his career and everything he had going on. Shout out to Brownsville. But I got that bug, bro. It's a different feeling than wrestling, you know. And I watched the Fire Inside, the Clarissa
Versus Shields, yeah.
Shields story, and it was a really good movie. And I hate watching boxing movies, and I hate watching boxing because it makes me get all excited. It turns my warrior energy on. I'm ready to like start knocking people out and all that jazz. And I talked to my former coach and got to talking to him, and he was like, "Hey man, you think you still got it?" And I looked at him like, "Who are you talking to?" this right here don't never leave. So yeah, I want to get back into the boxing ring, step into the MMA cage. I got a couple people I've been talking to see if we can make that happen. So we're gonna see what happens in 2025. We're gonna be some knocked out asses in 2025.
Knocked out asses.
By the
Knocked out asses in 2025.
By the PYT, the pretty yeet thing right here.
Yeah. It's gonna be some knocked out asses in 2025. No deal. Do people still say that? I don't know.
I don't think so.
Anyway, man, let's talk a little bit of wrestling. WWE going to Netflix on Monday. A lot of people are excited. They started putting out all these vignettes about it, man, and there's a lot of hype and buzz around it. I have noticed that Netflix is starting to add more WWE content, and they're starting to create more WWE content. So I think that this partnership is going to be really great. Kind of almost like how Star Wars and Disney did the partnership, and now you see a lot of Star Wars content on Disney platform. I think the WWE is going to be the same thing for Netflix, and Netflix is going to be able to create a lot of programming from that, and also pull from the archives and be able to showcase old things on the Netflix platform. So I know a lot of people are excited about it. I'm excited about it. It's good. You know what I'm saying? I think that it's going to be fresh, and they're going to mix up the roster a little bit. So we'll see how things pan out on Monday when WWE goes to Netflix, man. Roosevelt, what you think about it? You think it's a good move?
Oh, absolutely. And just to be clear for the fans that are listening out there in the world and that are watching on any platform that you may be watching right now, WWE Raw inside of the United States is going to Netflix. Raw, SmackDown, and NXT beyond the United States will be going to Netflix. So just Monday Night Raw in the US is going to Netflix. SmackDown will still be on USA. And NXT, I believe, is going to USA as well. So they will stay on the mainstream cable sites. But I think it's a really good move. I'm excited to see what happens. I'm excited to see how the rating is going to change in terms of what they're going to be allowing in terms of content. You know, we've been in the PG era for a very long time, and you start to see little things happening, little tweaks. You know, you got blood happening every now and then, a little bit loose reins on the language has changed a little bit. So I'm excited.
A little bit more twerking.
Yeah, little tweak. Yeah, a lot more twerking. You know, shout out to mommy. Ha! She out there doing her thing, showing that she can move a little bit. So let's see.
Did you see the video? So what we're talking about is, I guess Bianca Belair, Naomi, and Rhea Ripley did a house show, and all of the girls were dancing, and so Rhea hit this, I guess, twerk, and everybody started going crazy on the internet. So, I put some juvenile behind it with the music, and it kind of paired perfectly. So I think that's the clip that you saw. I think that's the clip that you saw. So you can
She
go
had
on
her
the
heart and on her mind when she did that thing, boy.
yeah. So you can go on the Instagram page and check that out.
Absolutely. Real quick, as we going into it, I'm gonna go ahead and give a quick rundown of what is expected to happen on Monday Night Raw on next week, January the 6th. So they're going to debut a new logo, new Raw logo, new stage. It's always exciting. Triple H is planning to kick off the new era. A performance from Travis Scott, a return of Charlotte Flair, a return of Becky Lynch, a return of Logan Paul. Yeah, I just skipped right over her. Yeah. We're gonna go through the whole
Return
list.
of who? Hold up. Go back. Like a couple of announcements. Return of who?
Logan Paul.
No, that ain't who. That ain't who I heard. The return of who?
Becky Lynch.
No, I ain't talking about the man. The return of who?
Travis Scott.
Don't nobody give a damn about Travis Scott. The return of who?
You talking about Charlotte Flair?
Yeah, of course. The Queen. I'm excited about that. The Queen has been sorely missed.
You're the only one.
It's time for her to go ahead and get this belt.
No one cares.
And do something with it.
Charlotte, see, that's. I'm gonna finish this because we're gonna get in. We're gonna
go ahead. All right. So go ahead. Finish the Monday Night Raw. Who's gonna be on there? I just want y'all to hear that the Queen will be in the building. Go ahead.
The return of The Rock, John Cena, in his farewell tour.
Did he ever say anything?
His punk ass ain't respond yet. Call his ass.
He didn't want to fight you, Roosevelt.
He's scared.
Huh?
He's scared. He's nervous.
He's scared.
Worried. He was worried that I can see him. That's what he's worried about.
Okay. All right.
And then in terms of matches happening on Monday night, we got Drew McIntyre versus Jey Uso, Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley in the last woman standing match for the WWE Women's World Title, and then Solo Sikoa versus Roman Reigns in Tribal Combat for the Ula Fala. CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. Before we do anything else, CM Punk and Seth Rollins, we do this every week when we do the promo battle. We drop scathing promos on each other, and these two men set the bar. They set the bar. I watched the clip, and I was just like, if I didn't know no better, this is real.
I've seen some sources say that it was unscripted. I'm not sure how true that is because a lot of that sounded like writing, but at the same time, I mean, they put real emotion to it. I think they believed what they were saying, whether it was scripted or not. They believed every word that they were saying. So, CM Punk burned Seth Rollins a couple times. Seth Rollins burned CM Punk a couple times. You know what I'm saying? I'm interested to see. This is the rivalry that I wanted to see, and no slight to Drew McIntyre and CM Punk, but it kind of made me like I wanted to care about it, but then I stopped caring about it. But Seth Rollins versus CM Punk is money, and that's what I want to see, and I think a lot of the fans want to see that. Just because of the reaction that Seth Rollins gave when CM Punk came back to WWE. And when he came out, to be honest with you, during his debut, I think they couldn't pick a more horrible time because Randy Orton had just debuted, had a coming back debut match, and they had just won. And so CM Punk, when he came in and at the time that he did, it took a lot of shine away from that match, and it took a lot of shine away from Randy Orton. And I think Randy knows that. He poked fun at CM Punk about that, but I can tell that it kind of bothered him a little bit. So, but with CM Punk there, do you want? Let me ask you a question, and fans, saying you can chime in. Do you want to see CM Punk at the main event in WrestleMania.
Do we really need CM Punk in the main event at WrestleMania? I think the biggest thing is that he's never been in the main event of WrestleMania. And I think that's why they're pushing it so hard and they're going so hard about it. But here's the thing. Who does he fight? Who does he step in the ring with? Who does he feud with to make people say, I really want to go and see this match? Because when you have something like CM Punk and Seth Rollins now, who can you bring to make that even more higher than that for CM Punk?
For CM Punk, I see CM Punk and Cena. If they can, somehow turn CM Punk like Uber heel, or the ultimate go between like a Stone Cold where he's a bad guy, but the fans still loves him. That's how I see CM Punk. I've never seen CM Punk as a good guy. I've always seen him as real. You know what I'm saying? So you can play that up and have CM Punk versus John Cena. I think that makes sense. John Cena's last match. It should be against CM Punk. You know what I'm saying? I don't see why not. I don't want to see John Cena versus nobody else other than CM Punk. And I think they should give it their all. You know what I'm saying? Is this the perfect time to do Rock versus Roman? Yeah, because The Rock can come in and then start. If he's on the side of Solo and them, I don't know how they're gonna play that out. But I'm pretty sure they're trying to do Rock versus Roman this year.
Yeah,
because right now Roman Reigns is a baby face. It's weird. He's a baby face, but he doesn't come off as a baby face. I'm gonna tell you, and I no disrespect to the Tribal Chief, and I know we're kind of bouncing around a little bit, but we're excited about the Netflix debut, man, and some of these matches that can possibly happen on the road to WrestleMania. But I'm excited to see the Rock 2 come back. I think Cena versus Orton. Oh, Cena versus Orton makes sense too.
It does.
John Cena versus Randy Orton makes sense too. But I think that CM Punk for sure, 100% should face John Cena. I think you can build that and put it on the marquee. I think it'll look good. You know
if we look at CM Punk's history in terms of WWE, the two main guys he's really had a really strong rival with was John Cena and The Rock. So I wouldn't mind seeing CM Punk and Randy Orton.
Yeah.
That would
yeah.
Actually,
now think about it. Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. And then I think Randy would need something to do if he does come back around that time. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So who do you want to see CM Punk face, man? You guys let us know in the comment box. I think that CM Punk versus John Cena is money. Maybe they might try to do CM Punk versus The Rock. Do you want to see that?
I don't.
You say
mainly because it's going to be so watered down. No shade to The Rock, but I don't think Rock is going to be able to get in the ring and put on the caliber of match to really say, yo, I really watched the CM Punk versus The Rock match. This isn't like the early 2000s when they was, really getting in there and getting busy, when The Rock was consistently being in the ring, training and working and cutting promos and doing, like, this is a different Rock. This is movie magic Rock. You know what I mean? Like, he's more so, I'm playing a character, and he's more so focused on the character versus what the character does in the ring. He's more so what he does cinematically. You get what I'm saying? So he's not really saying, oh, I can get in there and wrestle with anybody. He's more so like, oh, I'm gonna get in, I'm gonna punch you in the mouth, and then I'm gonna walk out the door. Now, if CM Punk and Rock can really go out there and push each other to that extent and say, yo, we went in there and we was punching each other in the mouth. That's cinema to me. That I would love to see. But I can't really see Rock and CM Punk having a wrestling match. It needs to be a fight. You're on mute.
I don't know. I think The Rock got his knees from the same place that Mike Tyson got his from. His knees was bad, Jack. He had them old man knees. He wasn't moving like he used to. You know what I'm saying? Let's go out to the Best Damn Nation. Read some of these comments.
Yeah, we got from Switch on YouTube says, do y'all think they would go back to Punk versus Drew at Mania? Absolutely not. They better not. They better not.
I don't want to
There's
see it.
no need to.
I think the Hell in a Cell match solidified it. I think that's the end of an era. Whenever I think they went back to the old school, how the Hell in the Cell settled differences, where once you had a Hell in the Cell match, it's over after that. Ain't no more going back to it. So I don't see them doing Drew versus Punk unless I can see Drew McIntyre attacking Punk again. Absolutely. I can see that happening. But I don't want to see Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk. Like, what kind of match would they have to have? It have to be like an I Quit match or a retirement match or something like that. Like it would have to be something very drastic after Hell in a Cell. So I don't see Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk being the main event again. You know what I'm saying? Read it up.
Absolutely. We got Maurice Neely. What up, Maurice? On Facebook said, being a former security person for WWE, it was scripted. A fan took footage with the camera phone, and the two were talking to each other. Whether it was scripted or not, I think he's talking about CM Punk and Seth Rollins. Scripted or not, they delivered. You know, they delivered, and they have me invested in seeing exactly what is going to happen with this match come this Monday on Netflix when Raw debuts on Netflix. Ta-dum. Give us your best Netflix ta-dum. What's
yeah.
The main thing I'm worried, I'm really hoping is that they figured out the streaming aspect of what's going on Monday. I hope they got that figured out because I don't want no lagging. I got Netflix and I can actually watch it. I don't have to watch somebody else's stuff on TikTok. I can actually watch it myself on my own TV. So, and it's going to be 3 hours. And we're going to have Pat McAfee and Michael Cole back as the tag team on the commentary desk. I want to see exactly. Another match that we got going on is Drew McIntyre and Jey Uso. McIntyre, since he's come back, he's on his path of getting his revenge on the entire bloodline. But here's the thing: he made a point of saying he's not going to really mess with Solo for whatever reason. But Solo was part of the bloodline when that happened. I mean, you have to put your hands on Solo.
Can I make a comment?
Go ahead.
The more the storyline goes, and I am a Roman Reigns fan. I acknowledged Roman Reigns for a long time. But Solo, the longer this goes, and the more I'm starting to side with Solo. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, this new bloodline, each one of the members can hold their own. Not to say that the original bloodline members couldn't hold their own, but part of this new bloodline is like you have to be a dog in that ring. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And they haven't really been interfering a lot in each other's matches unless they have a point to prove. But usually they stand on their own. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So Solo really has the loyalty of his bloodline. Solo has cohesiveness in his bloodline. They have a mission, and it's just to establish that name and build a reputation of fear and respect, based off of what everybody else who've come before them kind of came in. So listen, man. The more I watch this bloodline storyline unfold, I'm starting to almost side with Solo. And this is the reason why. When Sammy got jumped, where was Solo? I mean, excuse me, where was Roman? Mm-hmm. When Drew McIntyre dropped Sammy, Jimmy and Jay. Where was Roman Reigns? He didn't even make a statement.
Here's a better question. Where was this Drew McIntyre a year ago?
He was stewing.
he was
just getting neighbor. He was getting screwed over, man. So
if you think about the way what you just said, he took out Sammy, Jimmy, and Jay, and was walking around untouched.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, man, if that was Solo, I don't think Solo would have let that ride. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. I'm just saying. I don't think Solo would have let it ride with each one of his members getting picked off, and he not said nothing.
Yeah.
To Drew McIntyre.
Yeah. I'm look. My hands are getting. They're getting close. Look,
they're getting close.
They're getting close.
I'm getting close. Solo, I love you. I'm about to be. I'm about to be like that. Yeah. It's just Roman that just don't. It's the loyalty part for Roman that I don't like. Roman is not loyal to nobody but Roman, and that's how he kind of always been. Hate to say it, you know what I'm saying, but I know he's elevated the family. But man, he be doing some selfish like, dude, your army has been decimated since War Games every week, and you have not showed up but for the damn War Games match. Come on, bro. I'm about to be Solo. I love you. I'm about to be Jacob 5-2 with it, bro, because I don't know. Your man's got beat up. All your family members got beat up, and you ain't said nothing to the dude that's going around assassinating these niggas. I'm just saying.
And then I'm thinking, like in a Marvel aspect, is kind of like an Iron Man, Tony Stark type of deal. You know what I mean? Like he just disappeared, and now everybody's getting their ass kicked. And you went somewhere in space trying to figure out how the hell you gonna get back to Earth?
Yeah. Nah. Yeah. Shout out to Solo, man. Solo know how to run a unit, and you can't say it. He ain't got no dysfunction in his bloodline. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing: we have Solo Sikoa versus Roman Reigns on Monday. Tribal Combat, Ulafala.
Yep.
If they don't have Roman appear this Friday or say anything this Friday, cut a promo via satellite, something. Solo Sikoa is winning that match Monday. It would only make sense. It would only make sense. And I would love to see Solo beat him clean by himself. But we know that's not the New Bloodline's forte, but so much. It's on like, okay, well, we're in there with New Day. Okay, just go beat their ass.
That's not the old Bloodline forte at all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't think they're going to do that. I think that Roman going to have to stand on his own.
Yeah, he's definitely. I think Jacob R2 is going to be involved in this in some kind of way. And then, I think Roman is going to come crawling and realizing, look, I need y'all. And I think that's the thing they're trying to do with Roman Reigns, is trying to give him a sympathy card, in where he's going to have to really figure out, okay, look, I'm sorry. I thought I could do it on my own. I thought, I was still the man, but I need y'all. If you go back to, like we always say, long-term storyteller, go back to the I Quit match between Roman Reigns and Jey Uso. And then Jimmy came in and he was like, look, man, cut it out. And Roman sat down. He started crying like I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on. I don't know where I'm at. I don't know what's wrong with me. And then he flipped. I think that's the type of the emotion they're going to try to draw with this New Bloodline and Roman Reigns, where he's going to be like, look, man, I know, where was you when we was getting ass kicked? No, I'm sorry. Blah, blah. Look, I need y'all. Like he's gonna have to really break down and make the fans get real sympathetic behind him. Because right now they're like, yo, man, you say he's gonna do X, Y, and Z. You ain't done nothing. So
he ain't changed.
yeah. So
You
they're
thought
gonna
he
need,
changed? He did not.
he
He
gonna
didn't
need to
change.
really
It's the
get his
same.
ass handed to him and had to crawl to the boys and be like, look, all right, okay, all right, I get it. I need y'all. Because he hasn't even said it to Paul Heyman. He hasn't even said he needs Paul Heyman yet. He hasn't even acknowledged Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman just came back on his own. Let's not forget about
What
that.
a Hail Mary.
Yeah, Paul Heyman came back on his own. I mean, Roman has not even said, thank you, welcome back, I love you. Here's a cookie for Christmas, anything. He's like, yeah, I expect it's this way it's supposed to be. No, it's not the way it's supposed to be. You have to get out of your own acknowledgement and start acknowledging that you got people that's trying to help
you. Yeah. So moral of the story, man, don't be too big to ask for help. You know what I'm saying? sometimes we can let our ego get in the way. You know what I'm saying? So, if you need a little bit of help, just ask for help.
Absolutely.
You know
Speaking of helping ego, Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley for the women's world title in the last woman standing.
Help me understand why they still fighting. Help me understand why ain't no other women on the roster competing for this belt
Who else?
other than Rhea Ripley.
Who would you like to see? Dang hard now.
See, that's a hard question too.
Yeah, they got a bunch of women that's either doing something or not doing something. And you have Nikki Cross, who has not done anything. She could have, went right after her. There's rumors of Alexa Bliss returning.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think just on the roster right now of the women that they have. I don't know, because Raquel could have been a competitor, but Raquel linked up with this new Sagi Judgment Day. Selena Vega, maybe. It's about time for them to bring some women up, and they had some women that they brought up, and then they cut them loose. And I think Laura Valkyria could be good, but they not really building her up. Like nobody knows nothing about her. Like nobody. I don't think they did a great job presenting her to the fact that hey man, she can go in that ring. She's really good. Like, and so now that the rosters are kind of muddled a little bit, I'm confused on who's on what brand sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they've been switching, flip-flopping a lot lately.
And then plus the fact that they got all these belts too. You got the women's United States title, you got the Intercontinental Championship tournament going on right now. So a lot of the women have aspirations for other titles, which leaves Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley by themselves to just do whatever. I would even say pull Tiffany Stratton away from Nia Jax. Let her go and take it from her. That would be
I think that if they would have did that, they would have pulled the trigger at
Survivor Series.
What's that?
Survivor Series?
Yeah, they would have pulled the trigger at Survivor Series. It made sense for them to pull the trigger on that during Survivor Series. It made sense. I don't know why they didn't. So I think they're gonna try to have her take it off of Nia and do this big storyline. I don't know. I don't get it. They should have pulled the trigger on that. I think that because you don't want her character to cool off, especially when you bring him back, possibly Becky Lynch, possibly bringing back the Queen. You know what I'm saying? Possibly bringing in some brand new blood from NXT. It's going to get interesting, man. It's going to be interesting on how they're going to really play out some of these characters. I know we talked about, you said, what's his name? Pentagon?
Yes. Penta Zero.
Penta Zero, yeah. When they bring him in, how are they going to treat his character? Like you say, are you going to put them with like Rey Mysterio and them, or Escobar, or like are you going to let them stand on their own? I'm not sure. how some of this talent is really going to fit on this roster coming into Netflix. But I think we're going to see some shakeups. We're going to see some changes. Are you excited about any of these matches on this Monday Night Raw card?
The CM Punk and Seth Rollins one has me very intrigued. I'm really excited to see what's going to happen with that. Drew McIntyre and Jey Uso, whatever. Roman and Solo, if they do it right, and have Solo really beat his ass, that I want to see that happen. I want
that match is going to be very slow and very stoic. And it's going to pick up at the end. That's how Roman matches are, and then Solo matches are kind of the same way. You know, I don't know. I want to be excited about it, but I mean, I know like the first half of that match, I can probably go make a sandwich and then come back, and then it'll still be going on. You know what I'm saying? And when I eat it, that'll be at the exciting part at the match. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully, it's a good match. And I know the stipulations are the Ulafala, but what is Roman with the Ulafala and no tribe?
Right. Which is why I feel like he's going to lose. He has to.
Yeah.
Yes.
What is it? The game. What is it? The game. The very thing that you want to and lose everything in the process. Is it really worth it?
Exactly.
So if they put that stipulation on it, I think it'll be good. Yeah. Are you excited for Netflix? WWE going to Netflix, man. Put it in the comment box. Let us know how you feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Let's know what you think. Who do you think is going to be a surprise debut?
Well, we definitely have Penta is a debut. Another rumor is that he will be teaming up with Rey Mysterio to take on the New Day. I really hope they do not do that. They do not pair up Penta with Rey Mysterio. Nothing against Rey Mysterio. He's an amazing legend, Hall of Famer. But the storylines paired up with the LWO has been so stale and lackluster that if you bring this man in there with the following that he has, you're going to kill his character immediately. So he needs to go out there and just do his thing with somebody. Put him in there with Andrade. Have him debut. Have a match with Andrade. Boom. That's money made right there. That's good money made right there. I don't know if you guys know anything about Penta out there in the best damn nation, but look him up. Look up some of his Lucha Underground stuff. Look at some of the stuff he's done at AEW. Look at the stuff he's done in Japan. This guy is awesome. With him with Andrade, whether they're a tag team or they're rivals, that's money every single time when it's done right. The Wyatt Six is supposed to have a big segment with the return of Alexa Bliss. I'm interested to see how they're going to do that. Because is she going to come back as the witch? Because I think Nikki Cross is Sister Abigail. So is Alexa
but Nikki Cross's character is not. Is she Abigail the witch? I guess she is. But Nikki, I'm sorry, Alexa. I'm gonna be honest with you. The period of time where Alexa Bliss did the whole evil witch character, she was the hottest thing in the company at that time. I don't know if y'all remember that. You know what I'm saying? Like she had a whole match with Randy Orton that was supposed to be this sci-fi, like weird, spooky kind of match. I thought when they first announced it, I was like, man, Randy Orton gonna kill that girl. And then, they started doing it. I'm like, oh, she is possessed. She do all kind of weird stuff. So I love Alexa Bliss. I think that if she do come back, then she would have to take control of the Y6.
Yes.
I think it only makes sense for her to take command over the Y6 and then have Uncle Howdy playing off of her. You know what I'm saying? And then
Uncle Howdy needs somebody to play off of. He's not doing good by himself. He needs somebody to play off of.
Yeah, if LP was here, he would talk all kind of crap about this group, but I ain't gonna do that because I want the Wyatt Six to win, and I think that the only way that they can be able to really get the group over is if they bring Alexa Bliss as a dark character, but just have her doing hits on just random wrestlers and try to take over stuff, and then having her and Uncle Howdy do a back and forth pairing together. You know what I'm saying? So that way you can bring back the fun house. That element of it is what made it entertaining was the Firefly Funhouse. Mm-hmm. And then you had the darker side. You can't just have all dark and no heart.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You can't just have all darkness and all evil and no kind of heart. And they're not treating the characters right. So they're coming off a little bit lame and non-threatening. You know what I'm saying? At first, they was like, oh, okay, this might be something here, but they have not let Bo Dallas kind of explore his character a little bit more, and he wrestles with that stupid mask. I don't understand it. I don't get it. It's ugly to me. I mean, it does nothing for the character. Nobody fears Uncle Howdy, and this group should be feared, but they're not. You know what I'm saying? So if you want some good storytelling along with it, bring Alexa Bliss in. Let Alexa Bliss take over the group. Let her have some interesting interactions backstage. Let there be some planned strategic attacks and also be able to bring other talent up as well. You know what I'm saying? But I think that Alexa Bliss taking over the Wyatt Six makes sense because they can do the Firefly Funhouse, which was the hook for a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? Where you have this good versus evil kind of thing because it still works in wrestling. You know what I'm saying? It's part of it. Good and evil, bad and good. Bad guy versus good guy. You got to have that element in there. And I know a lot of old school wrestlers would say that, but you have to have that element in there because that's what the human struggle is. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Having the light side and having the dark side and having them battle. You know what I'm saying? And you have stories of triumph and stories of heartbreak. You can incorporate the silly stuff if you want to, but it all has to have heart. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I think that, if they bring the Firefly Funhouse element back and have Alexa Bliss do the Firefly Funhouse part and then still have the characters play out certain roles, they can really do something with that. But right now, the direction that they're going, I don't see it. Unless they do that, I think it would make sense.
Absolutely. One of the big things that we do need to mention is that we're on the path to the Royal Rumble, which leads to the road to WrestleMania. And we all know every Royal Rumble, there's always some type of surprise that's happening. So with that, some surprises that's planned, that is rumored to happen next week on Monday Night Raw is Goldberg and Brock Lesnar returning. Stone Cold.
You know what? Austin, if this was like 10 years ago,
right,
that would have been huge breaking news. It still is huge news because people still love Goldberg. I love Goldberg. I don't know why y'all rag on Goldberg because he's old, but I still love Goldberg. I still love Brock Lesnar. I would love to see them come back, especially Brock. But where do you point them? Exactly. Both of those are huge names. Where do you point them? You got John Cena coming back. Where do you point him? You got The Rock about to start his whole. Where do you point all of these legends that are coming back?
I got it. Austin Theory and what's the boy name? Grayson Waller need something to do. But Austin Theory needs to put Grayson Waller in a hot seat. Remember when they had WrestleMania and Austin Theory was taking all on finishes from the legends?
Yeah.
He needs to do that to Grayson Waller because Waller has been putting him in a hot seat with a lot of different people. Well, if you have Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Undertaker, Goldberg, and Brock Lesnar on the show with no matches or anything happening, they need to come out individually and hit their finishes on Grayson Waller.
That's good for that
That's
local crowd, but that does nothing for long-term storytelling.
we don't need long-term story. We don't need the long-term story, long-term story for that. Yeah, I know.
Get it together.
Long-term story for that. Grayson Waller versus Austin Theory. They need to go ahead and break up. So if you have it to where
I like them together. They make sense. Their energy makes sense. To be honest with you, it does make sense for them to go and be a faction with Logan Paul. They all have that same.
they tried it. They tried it and it didn't go anywhere.
I think it has some traction. You know, I think people equally hated them together.
Logan Paul doesn't stick around long enough.
Logan Paul is coming back. Logan Paul is going to come back, and he's going to when he does, he's going to have an epic run. A lot of people don't see that. He is going to when he does go for the title, he's going to have an epic run.
I don't see it.
He don't need to be there every day. You know what I'm saying?
if you want to have him pinned up with Grayson Waller and Austin Theory, he needs to be there. Because I mean, what is his purpose if he's not there?
He's champion.
Huh?
He's champion. I think the way he was doing with the United States Championship was probably one of the. It seemed a lot lazy to the wrestling fans, but it was good because he was taking that title everywhere, and he was representing the title. And then when they put the title on LA Knight, it was like a wet fart in the wind on LA. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to like LA's run, but I did not. You know, I don't remember nothing about his run other than I didn't watch none of his matches. And I was an LA Knight fan. You know what I'm saying? But he did nothing for that title, and so I think Shinsuke has it now. I love Shinsuke's character. I'm happy that Shinsuke does have the belt now. I got to see some great matches with Shinsuke, and you know what I'm saying, and for them to do some of these darker vignettes that they have. And you did mention that there are a lot more belts, especially for the women. Now, shout out to the women because I'm happy that the women are getting this opportunity because for a long time they've been craving to have more belts and more opportunities. And so now they have the tag titles and they have the women's Intercontinental title and the women's U.S. title and then the main women's titles. I'm happy that they have this because with the era that we came up in, it was just one title. It was one belt. You know what I'm saying? And the matches, were usually like bra and panty matches or pointless wrestling matches that had no storytelling to it. So I'm happy that the women now are getting those opportunities to tell some of these stories. And honestly, the women be killing it more than the dudes do most of the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Straight up. You know what I'm saying? I think that especially NXT, they have a great women's roster. I can't wait to see some of this talent get called up because it's going to be a great opportunity for them to showcase some of the talent that they have, man. But yeah, man, yeah, I think shout out for the women for getting for carving their own path to be able to get in there, these opportunities and these new belts. You know what I'm saying? So, in the comment box, man, just put whoever your favorite women's wrestler is. We'll shout it out. You know what I'm saying? Your name and who you love. Who do you love?
Well, we got a comment from Sharice Stevenson. She was on the show a couple of months back. So shout out to Sharice. She says Happy New Year.
Shout out, Sharice. How you doing?
She said, what is your 2025 wrestling match goal? And I guess that question is directed towards me. Honestly, I can't even answer that. I want to fight everybody. I don't really have a specific individual. I want to fight everybody. If I had to choose someone right now, I want to have a match with Nick Nemeth.
Okay.
I want to get in the ring with him and test.
Oh, Dolph Ziggler.
Yes, Dolph Ziggler. I want to test his ability.
You want to get kicked in the mouth that bad, huh?
Hey, for every one kick you throw, there's two coming back at you. So
Yeah.
if you don't knock me out with that one kick, I'm throwing two right back at you. It's as simple as that.
Straight up.
That's
That's
how
good.
that works.
So, hey, real quick, man, you've wrestled a lot of people. People don't know your background and your pedigree when it comes to like some of the people that you've actually shared the ring with, man. Talk about some of the people that you've shared the ring with that's in the industry that people might be familiar with.
Oh man. We start off with my trainer, C.W. Anderson. He's right now on MLW with Brock Anderson, and they have this big faction with Bobby Fish. I've been in the ring with Billy Gunn, Mr. Badass, who's right now on AEW. I've been in the ring with him, and I beat him in a match, so that was awesome. If you go back way back in the day to the days of like when the Undertaker had this feud with this guy called Mr. Hughes, I've been in the ring with Mr. Hughes and I've actually beat him. Been in the ring, of course, you guys know, with Veer Mahan, who used to be on Monday Night Raw. I've been in the ring with Bobby Lashley, whether it was a segment or not. I've been in there with him. And Rock and Roll Express, Ricky Morton and his partner's name slipped my mind just that fast. But you know, I've been in the ring with them. So there's a lot of people that I've been in the ring with that I would love to have bigger opportunities with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And John Cena still ducking that fade.
John Cena still ducking and dodging. He running. He's like, man, listen, that guy like to fight, and I'm an actor now. that's what he's thinking. He's like, man, that guy like to fight, and I'm an actor now. He's on that Jimmy Fox. Ain't nobody going to hit my body. Okay, I act.
Hit me.
Real quick, man. We of course, you know, with the Royal Rumble leading up to WrestleMania, every year around this time they start dropping inductees for the WWE class of Hall of Fame. And this year there's rumor that Dave Bautista may be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame this year.
He's not already in the Hall of Fame?
If he is, it's probably with Evolution. He's not inducted as an individual.
Okay. I was about to say, I thought he was already inducted. Okay.
Yeah.
Who would you like to see inducted into the Hall of Fame? Rose it up.
Sermo and Viscera, Men on a Mission. I would love to see them inducted. They deserve it. Outside of them,
fans, who do you believe should be inducted into the Hall of Fame? Go ahead and put it in the comment box.
Who would you say?
I mean,
it's so many
people I want to see. Go ahead.
There's so many out there that you got to really like sit back and think. I'm like, okay, well, who would you pick and why? Christian
had a great run when he was on WWE. You know, he was. I think he had the U.S. title and he had the main title actually, and he had a continental title. So he's accomplished it all while he was in WWE. And so, if Christian hasn't already been inducted, man, I would love to see Christian being inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. I think that D'Lo Brown, man. I'm not sure if he's inducted.
I don't think so.
Maybe with the nation. I don't know. Is the Nation of Domination inducted as a group?
No.
Huh.
No.
You sure?
Is Mark Henry inducted?
I think he is. I got to look at the list and see who's actually inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Ron Simmons
make a whole show on this.
Ron Simmons is inducted.
Yeah, Ron Simmons is.
But the Nation of Domination is not.
I think that the Godfather is.
The Godfather.
I think the Nation did get inducted.
I'm going to look that up really quick.
Yeah, we gotta look that up. I think the Nation did. I think they did get inducted. But yeah, who would you want to see inducted into the Hall of Fame? Yeah, that's a good question. That's a good question, man.
Let's see. Well, while I'm looking that up, and we think about different things, who do you see winning the Royal Rumble this year? There's a lot of different rumors of appearances that's going to happen in the Royal Rumble, and rumors of who's going to be the last two standing in this year's Royal Rumble. And the rumor is that the last two is going to be The Rock and John Cena, with John Cena winning the Royal Rumble. Do we really
That's
need
whack
this
to me. I'm
winning?
sorry. I don't want to see that. Give one of them young boys an opportunity, man. Like, why? Give one of them young boys an opportunity. Come on, man. I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
I love both Rocky and Cena. And I would love for them to be there. But like, bro, get one of these young, and I'm trying to think like who has what it takes to go to that next level, like who can really take over. Like Gunther is already champion, right? Cody is already champion. I think Braun Breaker would be a great choice to win the Royal Rumble. Give it to Braun. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see Braun Breaker. Who else? Damian Priest. He did a great job. Seth Rollins. I would love to see Seth Rollins get that opportunity and headline WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? I think Seth Rollins will be great. But yeah, man, give it to one of these other guys, bro. Come on, John Cena and The Rock just come in. They're gonna probably be like the last two, too. The last two to come in. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, where's Royal Rumble being held at?
That I have to check. Give me 1 second. Only ones that's been inducted from the Nation of Domination is Mark Henry and Ron Simmons. D'Lo Brown is not in the Hall of Fame yet.
And Godfather is not in the Hall of Fame? I want to say he is, bro.
Let's see.
Yeah, I want to say that he is. Yeah.
Could be not.
Could be not. Interesting.
Remains to be seen.
That remains to be seen. Oh, man. Well, listen. It's a great show. Great show. Roosevelt, my man, let the beautiful people know what you got going on and where can they find you.
Absolutely, man. You already know it's 2025 and it's time to hit the ground running. Get back on this highway and these byways and these airways. Get back into the wrestling thing. Got a show this Saturday in Dallas, Texas for Sword Championship Wrestling. I'll be defending the Sword World's Heavyweight Championship against D'Anthony Price and Daniel Alexandro. It's going to be really good. These two young guys, they're really good talents. They're mad. They're very angry. It was like, this man came in here and took our belt and left. He ain't been back. Well, I've been busy. I've been doing world champion things. That's why I ain't been back. So I'm excited to see how much they're willing to bring to try to take the belt from me. They're going to have to bring everything, and their mama and their daddy and their grand cousins, uncles, just to take this belt from me. So if you're in the Dallas, Texas area, come on out. Check me out. Look on my Facebook, Roosevelt Andrew Conyers on Facebook, and you will see some of the promos we've been putting out. Of course, the information about the show and where it's going to be held at. Of course, you can follow me on Instagram to see everything. Here's the flyer right here. It's going to be Capel, Texas, and the sports Garden, Dallas, Fort Worth. Yeah, put your glasses on. Dallas, Dallas, Fort
got to squint a little bit. What did I
Worth. The
say?
Dallas Fort Worth Sports Garden is in Capel, Texas. So if you guys are in the area, come on out, see some really good wrestling. Our champion, well, our former champion from the best damn wrestling tournament, the Hyperdrive tournament, Blade Brown, will be making his debut in Fort Worth, Dallas, Texas this Saturday. He'll be taking on
Awesome.
a young boy called The Future. And I'm excited to see that match. Those two boys are really going to go out there and steal the show. And I'm on the show. And they're going to go out there and steal the show. I'm excited to see that. I'm very excited for Blade. Blade is one of those guys that I told him when I get my hands on you, I'm going to make sure I can do everything I can for you. And he said he wanted to go to Texas. And I contacted him and said, look, I got this kid. He wants to come to Texas. Let's make it happen. And we made it happen. Just that easy. So I'm excited to see what's up and going to happen with that. Of course, I'm still in production with Birds of Prey with Ronin Real Studios. Maverick Vo, our current Hyperdrive champion, is the director, writer, and producer of this movie that we are producing right now. And it's coming together really, really good. One of the things that I've noticed, man, about me is when I see some things that I've had my hands on come together, I get excited. And we had a little clip. When I get permission from Maverick, I'll share it with the Best Damn Nation. We had a little clip of a fight scene that I choreographed inside of a bar. And I watched the video back and I was like, man, that looks so good. Everybody went out there and did their thing. Everybody went out there. It was so professional. It was on point with everything. It wasn't no hiccups. Wasn't no everything was so good. It was so good. And I was very proud to see it all come together. And I can't wait for the movie to be done so we can share it right here on the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. You guys can see that. If you're going to be in the Raleigh area, Raleigh-Durham area, whenever we get done, we're going to have a movie premiere inside of a movie theater. So that's going to be exciting. It'll be the second movie I've ever been in that's actually been played on a movie screen. And it's amazing. It's one thing to watch yourself on YouTube or playing on your TV, but it's another thing to see it on the big screen. And of course, I'm out here, we got some big things coming up for the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast, the Best Damn Nation. We got so many beautiful, beautiful, amazing blessings coming to all the talent of the professional wrestling world. And we can't wait for you guys to see how it all plays out. And of course, I'm still just this much away from a TikTok getting to 10,000. This much away. So guys, go to the TikTok because they're not banning it. So I'm so happy that they're not going to ban it because the Orange Man say he wants to keep it around because it helped him with his campaign. Whatever. So go to the TikTok official_Mr. Everything. No, I have not changed it yet. Will I change it at some point whenever I remember to do it? But I'm a busy man, okay? Been a busy man. Brian, what you got going on and where can people find you?
Oh man, everything and a whole lot of nothing, bro. Obviously we are growing this platform, man, and this is our third year, 3.5 years, man. We've been, rocking and rolling with the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast, man. So I'm excited to the things that we have going on this year. I know that we're planning the Hyperdrive tournament this summer, man, and that's going to be very great because we're going to do it big this time. So, you guys stay locked and loaded and pay attention to what's going on, as we make these announcements, man. And I think we got some partnerships going on this year that I'm excited about just to get the name of the podcast out, and some big business moves, what I mean? So I'm excited about that. Also, man, if you are in the Eastern North Carolina and you need somebody to talk to, you're going through something, you're depressed, you just need a little bit more help, to get you along your journey. Go to straightwalknc.com. Straight Walk has therapists that can listen to you, they can talk to you, give you some great advice. So if you need some mental health services, man, check out Straight Walk NC. and go ahead and book your appointment. And yeah, man, I'm doing my food thing too. I'm excited about that. I put out 2 cooking videos this past 2-3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? I made some turkey barbecue. You know what I'm saying? And I showed the whole process, not the whole process, but half of the process for that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be doing a lot more cooking videos, man. So you can see some of those cooking videos online, or you can go to phoenixfoodies.com and check out some of those videos. And I got some restaurant reviews I'm doing. So if you're in the food space and you like food, and just come follow your boy. I know it seems like I just started doing this, but I've really been doing this for about 15 years. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not just one of those people that just go out and eat. Like, I was a food inspector. I was a federal food inspector at one point. So I know, like, when I go into a restaurant, if they will pass or fail, you know what I'm saying, the grade, you know what I'm saying, grade. I don't just eat anywhere because I can cook. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very picky at the places that I eat. And so the places that I choose either have a great food, they have a great ambiance about them. The staff is good. So, I ain't gonna just recommend some BS because I'd rather eat in my own kitchen on my own food. So if I'm going out to recommend anybody, they got to be good. So check out some of those food reviews that we got going on, man. And continue to support the show. Wherever you listen to, I need a thing. Wherever you go to listen to podcast, you can find the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. If you're on Audible, you can type in the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast and your boys' faces will pop up. If you go on Spotify and type in the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast, you can listen to your boys whenever you want to in your leisure. If you go to Amazon and type in the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast, we will pop up. Go to Pandora and type in Best Damn Wrestling Podcast, and you will see your boys there. You can listen to us whenever you want to. So I just want y'all to go on, listen to us, and give us a rating. I don't care if it's 1. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. But I just want you to be honest and let the people know, hey, this is a great show. You guys should listen to it. So wherever you listen to your podcast, just go on your device, go on that app, find the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast and give us a 5-star review. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. I ain't asking much. You know what I'm saying? So I'm so excited about what we have going on. Many blessings to you, my brother. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to see what you do this year. You know what I'm saying? I know you got a lot of fans, but I'm one of your biggest fans. I'll say that. I root for you every chance I get. You know what I'm saying? I pray for you because you're my brother, and I'm excited to see what kind of things you got going on, man. So blessings to you and yours, my brother.
You too, man. Matter of fact, this is a good segue to get into the final word. My final word is appreciation. And I want to say how much I appreciate you. Best Damn Nation, I don't think you guys really understand. Like, you see us, we interact with each other, we laugh, we joke, we do all these great things on the show. Outside of here, this is my brother. You know what I mean? Like, we talk on the phone, we motivate each other, we push each other. He gets on my ass, yo, man, get your ass out there and get them flyers out. You ain't in the gym? Get out there and get them flyers out. He calls me, hey man, go play with the baby, man. Go do what you gotta do. And we stay on each other. And before this podcast, we didn't really know each other like that. It was just he just came. He said, "Hey man, you guys want to do a podcast, talk about wrestling?" And when we first got together and got to talking about it, it was like, yeah, sure, cool. And if you guys go back, and if they're able to go back in the history, in the archives, man, I was doing some old lazy shit.
I think we all were trying to be cool.
We was all just feeling. I was doing 2 podcasts at the time. I was the person I was involved with was doing one with her, I was helping her, and I was doing this one, and I was doing a third one with a group of people. They were just talking about different things, and I was up here just cooking, cooking dinner the entire time, making my plate, eating the whole time, and then after a while, once we started seeing how much you guys are really paying attention and watching and showing us support, things started to change. And it was like, you know what?
Mhm.
If I don't eat dinner beforehand, I'll eat after. Well, I need to make sure I eat beforehand because now I need to make sure I'm here and I'm present in this moment. And what I want to say that I really appreciate all of you for being with us for the last 3.5 years, man. And we didn't know where this would go, but just thinking about the things that we've done in the time that we've been here, the Hyperdrive tournament, the things we got coming up in the near future, all the sponsors that we have. Shout out to all the sponsors that we have, all the different things, all the collaborations, all the affiliates. Thank you guys. We really, really appreciate y'all being here every single Wednesday that we're here. Even when we come on off days, you guys show up and you're participating and you're showing love. And we can't say thank you enough. And all the guests that we've had, legends, man. Like how many people can say that don't really have a full connection to the people that we've had on the show can say that they've had them on the show and not spend a dime. These Ron Simmons did an interview, didn't ask for nothing. Austin Aries, Kid Cash, all these different people, and in the interviews we got coming up, you guys are gonna be. Yes, I mean it's like meat and potatoes, man. We got so many different things coming up. In fact, next week we have Mike Quackenbush coming on the show next week, and if you guys are not familiar with him, you will learn a lot about him next Wednesday. He is very monumental in the independents and some of the big leagues like Ring of Honor and a lot of different companies all around the world. He's a guy that you need to know about. And we have shows, we have interviews lined up the entire month. We are booked all of January and February with interviews for you guys. And we're going to keep doing it all year round. We're going to keep bringing you the best content. We're going to keep bringing you the big content because that's what we do right here on the best damn wrestling podcast. That's my final word. It was a long word. There's a lot of words.
It was a lot of words. It was a long word. It was a lot of words. But that's good, man. And yeah, I appreciate you, my brother. I appreciate you for taking time to be on this platform and to help do what you does, man. You know what I'm saying? You a G. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And Best Damn Nation, thank you for rocking with us, man. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you ain't. You're right here watching boys, listening to us, and we appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? We love you like step cousins. Beautiful people, my final word, and I think I'm gonna just echo what you said, man. Just appreciation. You know what I'm saying? Just being present in your moments. I rarely I thought about the blessings that I've had this year, man, and my main focus this year, and my main focus this year was, my family. My wife is pregnant, and I wanted to make sure that pregnancy went off without a hitch, and so I was hyper focused on that, and trying to make sure my seed was healthy, man. And he's a beautiful baby boy, and we just try to make sure that he had everything that he needed. And coming into this year, I think my focus is going to be more on, my grind and my hustles, and watering my plants so my seeds can grow and I can enjoy the fruits of my labor. You know what I'm saying? So this year is all about, the grind and being present as well. You know what I'm saying? So having appreciation for life, having appreciation for the people that support you, have an appreciation for where God has brought you from, and have an appreciation, man, of just being present in the moment. Sometimes when you're going through stuff, you can't see the type of blessings that you have, and then you see people with less than, And, you know, you got to stop and appreciate what you have. You know what I'm saying? And although you may want more, you know what I'm saying, you got to see what you've done and where you've been and where God has brought you from. You know what I'm saying? So I have appreciation for my loved ones and my family that is deep. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I appreciate the Best Damn Nation for rocking with your boys for 3.5 years. You know what I'm saying? We salute you. You know what I'm saying? We started this podcast. Yeah. Yeah, so shout out to you guys. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for being here with us. And we, like you said, man, we got some big interviews that's planned. Whoever you want to see on the show this year, let us know. If you got some indie people or some Hall of Famers or some current wrestlers that you want to see us interview, sit down and interview, let us know, man, and we'll go ahead and reach out and see if we can go ahead and get them on the show. I know this year we want to have more boxers on, professional boxers. We want to have more UFC fighters, MMA fighters, some more power slap competitors on the show. I would love to see that, man. So we're going to dip and dabble into different genres of combat, and we're going to bring you the real, man. So we just don't talk about wrestling. We talk about sports, we talk about entertainment, and we talk about life. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to bring some hot new interviews for you, and we just going to keep it funky like we does. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, have appreciation for everything. That is a final word from your boy, Brown Renegade. I ain't have my glasses on. Usually I wiggle my glasses. I ain't have my glasses, so I had to do that. Oh man. And if you want to follow us, man, you can follow us on Instagram at the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. You can go over to our Facebook group, Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. We got a Facebook page, the BD Wrestling Podcast. You can go over to our X, Best Damn Crew. We got a Twitch, the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. We even got a TikTok at Best Damn Wrestling Crew. Please get on there and show us some love, because it is weak right now. And you can go over to our store and our website, www.thebestdamnwrestlingpodcast, and see what we got going on. Contact Roosevelt, man, if you want to get a new body, you know what I'm saying? New body, new you. You know what I'm saying? Contact Roosevelt. He'll get your ass to shape. You know what I'm saying? He'll be over your counter like Major Payne. 1 tubby. Come on, pork chop. 2 tubby. Yeah.
He for real. I will.
Yeah, he really will. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Don't think it ain't a game. You know what I'm saying? We ain't playing checkers. Exactly, man. So look, before we go, Roosevelt, what do you like to do, sir?
What do I like to do? I like to fight.
Mm-hmm. You like what?
I like to fight.
Say it with your chest, man.
My name is Roosevelt, and I like to fight.
See, that was scary. Beautiful people, we will see you next week on the next Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. You know, we love you like cooked food. We bid you adieu.